Hey y'all, it's Bonnie with the Get Down Podcast, and we are back with another one. If you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video with anyone and everyone that you know. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you're having a safe day. Wherever you are listening to the podcast or watching the video, I hope you're having a safe day today. The title that we're going to get into is the shooting that happened at the Kansas City parade, you guys. So the Chiefs won, of course. They beat my team, the 49ers, and they had their parade. I think this was sometime this week. And a shooting had broke out. You know, it broke out in Kansas City. Quite a few people were injured. Before we get into the article and read just a little bit of stuff about this, and Taylor had also donated $100,000 for like the people that did get hit, that did get injured. So my thing with this now, I mean, we're just living more in a day and age of time where it's just really not safe anywhere for anybody to go. Why would you want to shoot up a parade? A Super Bowl parade at that, where a lot of people are gonna be at, you know, that's for enjoyment. You know, the team won, so you go back home and do the parade out there, and I mean, everything is good. Actually, this is the first time in history this has ever happened, where somebody is shooting at a parade. I'm not sure if it was the beginning, like before they got on the bus, before the parade did, in the middle, or if it was towards the end. It was sometime during the event that the shooting did occur. So now what's probably going to happen, for more future references, whoever wins the Super Bowl next year and the prior year, more and more and more, now what they're probably gonna do is have security be more on a lock when it comes to these parades, because everybody, you know, is going in, is happy, but security and policemen, they got to look at everybody like you could be a target, you could be a target. I mean, anybody can pretty much be a target at this point. So what they're probably going to do now is lock more on these Super Bowl parades when it does happen. More policemen will be there, more security will be there, and if it comes down to it, instead of doing a parade on the street like, you know, people have done in the past with all of the parades, even for basketball or whatever, why not just do something simply in the stadium? Or have just the families of the players, why not just have them there? Of course, you want the fans there, they want to be there too. But if this is going to start a trend, because something always happens in society where the trend always starts. And I'm not saying this is a good trend at all to start. None whatsoever. But a simple celebration because a team has won, you know, now it turns into a horrific scene because somebody wants to go out there and start shooting. They're going to be more on lock with these Super Bowls. They are, especially the parades, and probably just throughout the season for the games, because you don't know nobody's mindset. You don't know nobody's intent on what they're doing, which is really utterly ridiculous from my standpoint. Let's get a little bit into this article. They did report on the news that it was quite a few little kids that got injured, and they range from the age of 6 to 15 years old, y'all. And on TMZ, I'm gonna say this before we start reading the article. On TMZ, they had interviewed one of the guys that did get injured. Him and his family, all of them had got shot. They interviewed him on TMZ. I think the dad and the son, they both got shot in the foot, which left an injury there. The mom, she had got shot in the leg, and I think the husband was saying it went down inside the leg, something like that. And the daughter had got shot as well, I think in her arm. So everybody in the family had got shot. It was a family of 4. They all got injured. And while he was on TMZ talking to him, because, you know, usually TMZ, that's the source. Anything that will become worldwide, where everybody's going to start talking about it, TMZ is the first place where it hits. So after they were talking to him and stuff, the guy had mentioned that he had heard a woman tell another guy, this isn't the time, this is not the place to do this. He heard that. I don't know if she was close to him where he could have heard it, maybe a couple of people up, but he did say he had heard a woman tell a guy, this is not the place nor the time to do it. So, with that being said, it was a dispute that was going on between, like I said, the people that were talking, that the father had heard. It was a dispute that had going on, which is why those words were quoted. And the dad said the shooter ended up spinning around in a circle and just started blazing everybody. But he had a main target that he was going after. My thing is, if you're aiming after somebody, which you shouldn't be doing that at all, but if you aiming after that one person that possibly is probably standing right in front of you or whatever the case is, I mean, you're going to target that person. That is not the same equal ratio of you spinning around in a circle and shooting everybody. From the video clip that they showed when they were talking to the guy in TMZ, he was in the middle of the circle. So in the video, you can see everybody kind of spread out to the side or whatever. The shooter was in the middle of the circle, and I think he ended up walking off or whatever. He went around in a circle and started shooting everybody. I mean, there's no protection anywhere. It's not. You can't go to a simple Super Bowl parade of your team winning without thinking, is this going to happen to my team back in their city if I go to a parade like this? Hey, stay at home and watch it. Or like I said, maybe for the future advice, bring only the families of the players, because you don't want more dead people, from, I mean, a simple thing like this, really, a simple thing like this is crazy. We don't know people's intents, their mindsets, and then sometimes we do know it. Obviously, he was trying to get one person, but he wanted to shoot other people to make it seem like they're barging or whatever the case is. Let's read a little bit of this article, y'all. See what it's about, okay? 2 juveniles charged in Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade shooting. They did show one of the guys that they had put in the handcuffs when he was walking off. They did show him. They showed only one. The juveniles are being held at a juvenile detention center on gun-related and resisting arrest charges, okay? 2 juveniles have been charged in connection with a shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade that left 1 person dead and 22 others injured, officials said Friday. Come on now. I mean, people have no heart nowadays. Why are you sitting up there doing something simple like that? I mean, you can't. Now, like I said, in future reference, it won't even be really safe to do that. But the police and the security is going to have to start locking in more. That's what they're probably going to have to do. The juveniles who were taken into custody after the parade were charged Thursday and are being held at a juvenile detention center on gun-related and resisted arrest charges. The 16th Judicial Circuit Court of Missouri-Jackson County Family Court Division said in a statement. Additional charges are expected as police investigation continues, official says. So, I mean, quite a few people got hurt, and then 1 person ended up dying. The person that ended up dying that they showed on the news was the DJ that was playing. Now they got to play on her funeral. And they did also say Patrick Mahomes, he went in and he went to see the family that were injured and stuff like that. Go visit the family of the person that got shot that ended up being dead. She needs that support too. The shooting happened Wednesday afternoon in downtown Kansas City, Missouri, next to Union Station, where the parade had ended and the rally was held. Authorities said they believe a dispute among several people ended in gunfire and said there was no evidence of violent extremism or terrorism. It's always in arguments that usually starts the pow, 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 which is true. This is utterly ridiculous, utterly. Popular radio DJ Lisa Lopez Galvin was killed. Her family said her death was a big loss. Condolences to you and your condolences to her family, excuse me. I mean, it's just not safe anymore, people. I mean, juvenile, older, whatever, you are stupid. Why would you do that? Like I said, majority of the time when arguments occur, somebody want to pull out a gun and start shooting. That ain't always the way to do it. Box up, do whatever you have to do, or do the dispute another day, or do it another hour where you're not causing no friction. This is supposed to be a celebration for the fans out there in Missouri because the Chiefs won. Now it done turned into a horrific story because people done got hurt and one person died. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. But since they're pushing the issue out there where people can just carry the guns and they just, you know, having guns so freely, it's gonna make people it's gonna make a lot of people do more shootings. I will say that. That's probably what's going to occur. Her brother, Beto Lopez, said Lopez Galvin was a lot more than just a number. She was a very wholesome, very caring, very loving individual, he said on NBC's Today Show. Police said that the other 22 victims, range in age from 8 to 47, and that at least half were under the age of 16. Oh my goodness. Children's Mercy Hospital had said the youngest patient they received was six. It's still a baby, 6 years old. That baby got hurt. Goodness gracious, people. Goodness gracious. 3 people were initially taken into custody after the shooting. Police said Thursday that one of them was released after it was determined that they were not involved. Several firearms had been recovered. Kansas City Police Chief Stacey Graves says many witnesses described the scene as chaotic as people fled in different directions. Like I said, the video, you can see people spreading out and they're going everywhere. Nick Buddy, 40, of Kansas City, said he saw a number of injured people as he and his family tried to get to safety. Jacob Gooch, 37, of Leavenworth, Kansas, said he heard a woman telling someone, "Not now, this isn't the place." Moments before the shooting, Gooch, who was about 15 feet away, was shot in the ankle and suffered a couple broken bones. That's the guy on TMZ that they had interviewed, Jacob Gooch. His 13-year-old son was shot in the foot, and his partner, Emily Tavis, was shot in the calf. So I guess the daughter wasn't. I thought she was, but she wasn't. Other witnesses, including Paul Contreras, tackled potential suspects. Video posted on social media showed. In an interview with NBC's Today Show, he said he saw someone running in the opposite direction and took him down. So, I mean, this shooting that happened in Kansas City, I mean, this is just crazy. You know, now nobody's going to really enjoy sports anymore because people want to be dummies and shoot up a place, you know. And first and foremost, why are you going into this parade? Like I said, juvenile or not, older person or not, whatever age. First and foremost, why are you walking into this parade celebration having a firearm on you anyway if you're not a police? Why? That's supposed to be a celebration. Hello? Everybody's supposed to have a good time watching a parade. Why are you even going to a parade? If your intent is to kill somebody and to get into it with somebody, that's what you're going to do. I understand you have to carry your weapons or whatever if you are certified to carry. I understand people like to carry it because you never know what's going to happen and stuff like that. But if your intent was already to shoot up somebody at this parade because of a dispute that took place, man, you don't need to be carrying at all. You really don't. Shoot. I mean, even if I was armed, I wouldn't carry that into no parade. That's supposed to be a good time for everybody. But, I mean, I don't know. You're really not safe anywhere you go or anything you do. You're just not safe. You do got to have some kind of protection on you besides prayer, but you're just really not safe anywhere you go. So, 2 juveniles, they the ones that started this. You got the DJ, she's dead, and 22 others were injured. And half of those were children under 16. So thoughts and prayers go out to people in Kansas City and their family, everybody that's dealing with the tragic. If you like this video, give it a fat thumbs up and share this video too. Please leave me a comment section below what y'all think about this shooting. I mean, people just really don't care now. They're just really going haywire with carrying. And it ain't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be for protection, not for you playing with it and wanting to shoot somebody. Come on now, you can't do that. Can't. But please leave me a comment section in below what you think of this video. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. That way you can be notified every time that I drop a content on this channel. Okay? And if that is all, always remember to stay prayed up and stay blessed. And I will see you guys in the next podcast.